destroyed the Ash Guardian yet. Master Neloth will kill me, or worse, if he finds out. What a relief. Master Neloth surely would have punished me had he found out. I don't have any gold to pay you with, but I can give you the staff. No, it turns out that the spell requires a heart stone to cast properly. I didn't have one with me when I cast it. If you cast the spell without a heart stone, it attacks anything in sight. This is Master Neloth's tower. He's a Telvanni wizard. You've never heard of the great houses of Morrowind? House Telvanni is the house of the Master Wizard, one of the ruling houses of Morrowind. Master Neloth is one of the oldest and most respected members of House Telvanni. Not so much with as for. I am Master Neloth's apprentice. He's teaching me the art of sorcery. Well, he is a very great wizard. It's a great honor for him to have taken me as his apprentice. To be honest, it's horrible. He's very unpleasant and hardly teaches me anything. Sometimes he uses me in his experiments. Even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him. Yes, but don't tell Master Neloth. I'd have to give him your payment. Until next time.
From that look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a Silt Strider before.
That they have forgotten, that we might remember. By night we reclaim.
What by day was stolen?
that easy to get rid of the Reeklings, Guvar.
I never said it would be, but either way, we have to try. Whether we succeed or not, it'll stir up some of the old blood in this crowd.
I'm not going to lead them to their death if they aren't ready.
Then train them. What are we doing here? We should either get used to staying here, or be prepared to leave.
I am his hands.
I am his hands.
He draws near.
The Master calls.
Be careful. The Master calls. time to die.
Die!
You follow, you mister. You help Kraken.
and the world shall see. And when the world remembers,
That world will cease to be.
here in his temple,
That they have forgotten.
here do we toil.
Can you hear me? You must leave this place. You must fight against what is controlling you.
We might
We must leave this place.
the faithless prophets.
You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here? I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget themselves and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself. My father, Storm, our shaman, says Mirak has returned to Solstheim, but that is impossible. Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below. His story is as old as Solstheim itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most do. A priest in their order. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path, and his actions cost him dearly. The stories say he sought to claim Solstheim for himself, and the dragons destroyed him for it. We have lived on Solstheim for many generations. Our people are tied to the land itself. Where does it come from?
The world shall see. And when the world remembers, that you have forgotten.
Here do we toil.
We might remember.
The evil in this place must be... There are few of us left unaffected by this curse. My father Storm, the shaman, protects them in the village. I fashioned an amulet to guard me against whatever has taken hold of the skull, but it is the only one of its kind. If I cannot find a way to save them, there is no hope for our people. We must find out what is at work here. Are you ready to help me now? We should not delay. I must... His story is as old as Solstheim itself. We have lived on Solstheim for many generations. Our people are tied to the land itself. We must find out what is at work here. We should check these rooms for supplies before heading further into the temple. Thank you for your protection, Allmaker. We must be careful in these ruins. Traps can be anywhere, and there will likely be many. Mirak was trying to take power here, and protect himself in the process. do not wish to imagine the kinds of things that happen in this chamber. Poor the poor souls trapped in these cages. What tortures did they suffer at Mirac's hands? Was it in service to the dragons, or for his own purposes? Look up there. I think I see something. The stairs are knocked out. I have no doubt you can find a way up. You never know. You may find something of value up there. I shall look around. We can proceed when you are ready. I must not fail my people.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I had to pull up my chat there and get my microphone into my controller. Let's see, I guess this is working okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, awesome. Good. Glad to know. Sometimes I'm unsure about microphones, you know. You think you have them hooked up sometimes, and then other times you're just talking to thin air. It just disappeared inside the geometry. That was great. Oh, Bethesda. Or Bugthesda, as some folks like to call them.
Is someone there? Now we end.
I'm pretty sure you can see him moving, honey. Usually kind of prefer to really do battle in third person, so I don't have to worry about that constant bouncing around of the camera. I understand it's supposed to have that realistic feel, but kind of disorienting. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely the truth. Oh, well, shnikes. I already been through that way. I know I really didn't have any real titles set up for this in terms of in terms of what I was doing or where I was, because it had been a while since I'd played it, so I had forgotten where in the world I was. So I decided to go ahead and just name it what the name of the game was.
I am sorry, but you left me with no choice.
Because a lot of people will aim to obviously put in the title what it is, what they're doing, or where they are, which would make sense. But I'm gonna avoid that. I swear if she walks across that. Oh my. That was like a double. How to zoom out in third person. The only way that I know to really be able to do that is on PC, but if you happen to know how to do that on console, that would be great. Because the only way that I've ever really known to do it is when you have your weapons drawn. So body just drags all the way down the hill. R3, left and left to go up or down, zoom in or out. Well, let's see. Hold down R3. Wow! You are absolutely correct, sir. This is something new to me that I wasn't even aware of until now. Thanks for the tip, because I honestly hadn't seen it online anywhere. I hadn't seen any videos on it or nothing like that. I just thought that you could just do it on the PC version, but now, well, I guess it probably would have helped if I had tried to look at the controls or something inside of the options list or something, but I don't know. It just never really occurred to me, I suppose, but I'm glad I know that now. No, you learn something new every day. I don't want it too far drawn out in a mission, at least at the moment. So, wow. As long as I've had this, I wasn't even aware of that. That's something right there. Because I've also got this on PC as well, but that just came as common knowledge to me when it came to zooming the camera out.
I knew I heard something.
Since I've seen it done before. Wait a minute, am I getting myself wrapped around here a bit? Yeah, it's wrapping me up around this way. And usually I would always go into first person to search things more thoroughly, which would make sense, because there's some things that you could easily pass by. And I think I've got the brightness cranked all the way up in this, but I really do believe that they have meant for you to pull out
I must not fail my people.
pull out a torch when the time calls for it. Well, jump over this, jump over that. Just in case, because I don't trust her.
I'm not going down there. It would be foolish to attempt it. You have a much better chance than I to make it through these traps. I have no doubt that lever turns these blades up. I shall wait here for now.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Probably the best thing that I can think of to get here is one of those shouts that I think moves me. Well, I can't remember if I got something that slows down time or not. I really can't remember at the moment anyways. Service is slow. Set back 4 minutes. Oh, that's alright, no problem. Had to put 144p, but that's okay. Yeah, as long as it's working. You know, sometimes obviously the quality isn't the best, but regardless. Although sometimes when you see things in certain resolutions, you're like, I'd rather just not even look. I could have sworn I had something here. I'll just use lesser ward and try to run through there. Or oak flesh. Steadfast ward. Or stone flesh, that would be better. Yeah, no doubt it probably looks really really pixelated, I'm sure. I think I might just try to do this first and then try to run through. I don't have enough magicka. What in the piss is that? Dude. Oh, well that blows. Well, I guess I'll just have to aim to do the oak flesh then. Let's see if that might work. I'll be hornswoggled. Great. That was perfect.
to great pains to make it difficult to reach him, it seems. Let us hope that is the last of his traps.
Now let me go back and put my web. I know I should have quick selected that stuff, but it just didn't occur to me, I guess, at that point in time. Yeah, it sucks that they don't have them on PS3. It sucks they don't have mods on the Switch either, honestly, considering it's supposed to be the special edition, but I guess it has to deal with the overall hard drive, yeah, the memory card space of the Switch, or the system storage space as well. No, I'm not using mods right now. I'm just doing a bare bones vanilla one. Obviously, with this being the PS4 version, it has every bit of the DLC that Bethesda themselves put out. But I do have a save file that does have mods on it, and I really wish that there was a lot of mods on the PS4 version like there is on the PC. I mean, from what I've seen, it seems like there's a good handful of them, but not anywhere near the way it is on the PC. And I don't really understand that. I'm not really sure why. But oh well. The only real way for you to be able to do anything with mods anyways is doing them on the PC and then turning right around and putting them out on the console. I don't know if the process for doing that is more in-depth than what it is for doing it on the PC. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me given the fact of how Nintendo is, and especially how they had been for, well, quite a while now, I believe. I actually used to have this back on PS3, and I don't know how much I played it for. I have no idea. But they just fell out of nowhere. And I had played it so much to the point to where the save file had gotten so large, apparently, that from what I had heard and what I had read, Bethesda tried to patch it so many times, and it seems like they failed so many times because the save file would get so large that it would start slowing down the game. It would cause it to crash. I know that's really strange to even think of, but that's exactly what was happening to me. The save file was getting larger and larger, and I was having more and more problems, and it was just insane. I think the thing that kind of really kicked the bucket for me was when I ended up getting into a pool of water or something out in the open world. I got in there, dove under it, and the game crashed. Every single time I went into the game, and every single time I went to the water, anytime I went underwater, it crashed. Every time. I don't know why that was, but it was insane. Dang, man. Yeah, well, then again, this was back on the PS3 as well. So, I'm pretty sure, I would think that the Switch's technology is definitely higher than the PS3. But then again, Nintendo has pretty much just been a company that does their own thing. They don't aim to try to really follow through with any other console developer does. Well, besides them trying to actually have more third party on there, which was a big mistake that they had done with the Wii U because it didn't. I'm not even sure if the Wii did, honestly, with a lot of third party support, but they're really changing that around now with the Switch, or they have been. I had thought about getting Skyrim on Switch whenever it was at a really reduced price, but I never see it drop any more. Honestly, I don't see it drop any more than probably $40 at most, even though they released it at full price. I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting. They have little Nintendo-related stuff in there. They have cool little Nintendo-related stuff in there, like what they try to do with some of these third-party games, to try to give some incentive to go back and play them. But, that definitely wasn't enough for me to have to go and spend $40 on it. And really, there's a real reason for me to end up getting another copy of Skyrim, because I think I had it on 360. I'm not sure. And I obviously had it on PS3. And then I turned around and got the special edition. Actually, I think I turned around and got the regular edition on PC because of the mod situation. And then they had some special edition come out, and then I got that one, I guess because I thought I was saving money with me getting all the DLC. Or maybe I just got the special edition, period. I probably didn't get the regular edition on PC. I can't really remember. And then I turned right around and get the PS4 version. There was a running joke that was going on with some friends of mine. They said, "Oh yeah, you gonna go get the Switch version of the game? I'm pretty sure you are." I said, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Yeah," he said, "that'll be the day." So I guess I'm pretty much proving them wrong as of right now. They thought that I was going to end up picking that up. Yeah, exactly. I thought about trying to actually get another memory card as well for my Switch, but I honestly rarely ever play my Switch, oddly enough, even though the main things that I aim to get on there is JRPGs. I mean, I get other games as well. I do have other games, obviously, especially like first-party titles from Nintendo, but I flip around a lot.
Must be rooted out.
Yeah, exactly. The Link armor set and motion control. Yeah, the motion control probably would come in really handy if you really wanted to be an archer class, or really just shooting arrows in general.
I do not know what it is Mirak learned that gave him reason to turn on his masters, but his path seems to have been a cruel one. I wonder if we will find some answers to what happened so long ago. What's that? What was it?
Don't get in my way. And don't even turn on me either. That's one thing that I couldn't stand when you end up having companions around you. If you accidentally hit them, sometimes they'll turn on you, which is a load of crap. That's one reason, like, especially now, I don't even bother to have any kind of companions or anything with me, because I'm afraid they're going to end up doing that, and then it's going to get on my nerves, and they're going to turn against me, and I'm going to be like, come on, dude. Yeah, honey, just keep stepping. Stop stepping on the freaking trap, idiot. Motion control's very bad. Oh, that sucks. I kind of felt like with the gyro they would end up being a lot smoother and more on point, but I guess not. Hi, guy. Bye, guy. I'm honestly not really sure that I'd ever made it to this part back on the PC version. Or it's just one of those quests that I didn't bother to go into, even though I think this is actually the main quest. So, but I just keep running through and looking around everywhere and taking on every bit of a quest that I can. Whatever I do first is whatever I do first, kind of thing. I don't really try to pick a specific route to go through quest lines and whatnot. Okay. Yeah, I imagine if you're using the Joy-Cons with the motion control, and that's one thing. I know one thing, with the Skyward Sword that ended up coming out recently, I rented that from GameFly, and I started playing it, and I'm like, man, I really can't get into this. I know it's a polarizing kind of game, but one of the reasons I never had bothered with it back on Switch is because of the whole motion control deal. And apparently, I guess a lot of people really didn't like them.
Power was great, but to have built so large a temple, it cannot be much farther now. I feel it in my bones.
So they gave obviously the button controls, which works out a lot better for me, I think. But you're still, even though you're using the button controls and you can still choose to use motion controls and switch off and on, it still didn't really work out well for me. It's a little aggravating.
I had heard Mirak had turned against the Dragon Cult, but to display the remains of such shenanigans. Something feels wrong. Brace yourself. Now we end this.
I know it's a real polarizing Zelda game too, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try want to give it. I may want to try and give it another shot at a later point, possibly. Maybe if I ever decide to buy it, then I know the cheapest I'll ever be able to get it will be $40, brand new, possibly even used, unless somebody else is selling it, and they could just pick the price of what they want to sell it at. Ah, yes, the door. I already got the door. Let me make sure there's nothing else. I don't believe there is. I think probably one of the more really cooler mods that I got, at least on the PC, I don't know if it's on PS4 or not, is it's basically a lock picking gauge, and it shows you exactly where the sweet point is for every single lock in the game, oddly enough. So you don't have to worry about breaking them. You don't have to worry about getting the unbreakable lock pick if you don't want to. Stuff like that. Well, crap, I didn't want to pick that up. Definitely don't want to pick that up. I don't want to carry anything on me that it's just going to take up space. Have I fought Mirak before? No, I don't believe so. No, I think maybe I haven't done this quest before. Back when I had played the special edition on PC some. But I'm also playing this on the easiest difficulty too, but still that doesn't matter. I mean, there's some times where you can get the floor wiped with you if you're not careful. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not really one who really cares too much for spoilers. Sometimes spoilers actually get me interested into a piece of media that I never thought I would ever be interested in, oddly enough, because it's like I want to see it happen, and then it may end up pulling me even deeper into it, and then I can probably garner an interest for it. That may seem strange to some folks, but you know, sometimes you never really know. Because some spoilers I hear, I'll be like, oh, really? Holy crap, I got to see that. You know, it's like you may already know it, but you're experiencing it at the same time. I understand that it has a deeper significance if you see it for yourself. But ultimately, I don't know. I guess I'm just weird like that, I suppose. Not to fight a legendary dragon on legendary difficulty. They spawn at level 73. Holy crap. Yeah, and I think I'm only like level 70. I mean, I wish. I think I'm only like level 36, I think. No, 35. Yeah, I'm halfway to 36. But I just bounce around everywhere anyways. I actually thought about whenever I wanted to do another run of this game and create a different character later down the road. I wanted to look into what's the best route to really be able to take in terms of like questing. If somebody who's played it a lot to the point to where they've really mapped it out. Just because I would be interested in knowing, to try to know what would be in terms of like gear. Of course, people always say.
There must be something more. Look around.
Some people always say.
If I find anything in the dining area.
Well, it's always good to make your stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm just like, dude, I don't know. I just don't want to take time with doing crafting. There was a friend of mine who ended up doing crafting, and he would like rank it up really fast. He would like go make a buttload of iron daggers, and then he would just drop them all off on the ground and do that over and over again. Level 119, 1,000 something HP. Your breath one shot you. Holy crap, dude. That's some serious hittage, I guess that's a word, that's going on there.
I knew it. A secret passage in the dining area just opened up. This must be it. Let us move quickly.
Yeah, no kidding, honey. I don't want to do that just yet. I kind of feel like I'm missing something. Yeah. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, back when I had first played this, I ended up back on PS3. I think I went through the main story mode all the way through before I really tried any side stuff. And obviously the main story isn't really that long. It's everything else in the game that really takes up the whole meat. Basically, I think if you were to probably look at it as like a cake, the main story is the frosting and everything else is the cake. Yeah, I've heard that. I believe Daedric armor is probably the best one that you can get, or one of the best ones, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I'm exploring around a bit, so I need to go into first person. Oh, wait a minute. We had already came through here. It was just a matter of doing that. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I've been spending a lot of my gold and whatnot on upgrading skills from different vendors, I guess you could refer to them as, or teachers, just so I can gain experience and level up. Because in a way, I'm trying to see if I can just utilize one character to be able to do everything in the game all at once. I'll go down there in a bit. Like the whole 9 yards. Like every single skill, every single everything. But I don't really know if I'm going to manage to do that, because I feel like to do that I would end up running out of content. So I don't really know. It'll probably have to be other characters, especially when it comes to, you know, probably getting trophies, which I really don't care about trophies. They're just internet points, you know, they don't really mean anything. But, you know, it's like back in the 80s and 90s in the arcades, you know, it'd be like, I guess, quote-unquote bragging rights, where you could be like, hey, I got this trophy because I did this, and, you know, then it'll start up a discussion. Soul Trap, Whiterun, kill an animal, Soul Trap until you get a level 100, wait an hour after use to get full magic back. Oh, okay then. Yeah, so I'll just do the waiting time in game. This is like dragon heads or Venus flytraps. I don't know why in the world it is you're letting me go so far forward and you're just staying all the way back there, honey. You know what? Where is it? I'm gonna do this, and then I'll go back to that, just so I can have more light. Wonderhole, Conjuration Master, spell to summon Demora. Have to kill 3 times. Then you go back to him and tell him. Alrighty then. Oh, this is cheery. There's nothing mischievous about this at all. But of course they're showing up here, and I need to pull this back out again. I guess it's a good idea we didn't walk over that way.
Who's there?
Good grief,
And
I got smashed by the rocks. That's funny. Dude, is this like... Okay, I really thought that was some type of creature or something, like it was going to come to life or something.
What's that?
Let's see. After you have to go down to the deepest part of the college altar. Parts you can summon Daedric armor weapons, and they all come enchanted. OP enchants. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually remember back when I was playing it on PS3 that there was a place that I went to underneath Winterhold. I know there was dungeons down there. I can't remember if I ever came across that altar or not, but then again, I didn't do everything that you just mentioned either. So... Are you sure it ends? Are you sure it's ended? I seriously doubt that. Yeah. I don't believe there would be anything else for me to really find over here. Grand Souls and a lot of danger
must not
hearts.
fail,
Best
my
enchants. Oh boy. I'll definitely have to remember going through with that. I'd also thought about Elder Scrolls Online because I've played that as well, but I tried jumping back and forth to that, and I think it's really come to a point where I need to just go ahead and create new characters and just start all the way from scratch with just one character, because I got all these other various characters and I'm getting, you get kind of confused on where to go and what's what, because some of these quests that I want to go on, I can't really go on for some reason because the map is telling me one thing and then it's making me go somewhere else, and it's like, well, where is this place? Finding storekeepers within the right way. Oh yeah, you can buy danger hearts, that's for sure. At level 1. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, I mean, that's one of the main things that's always been about the Elder Scrolls games, is being able to do anything that you want to. Doesn't matter what level you are. Everything is so open, and it pretty much just scales to your own level, really. And then again, I guess it also depends on the difficulty that you put it on as well. All danger at level 1. That is insane. But it's still really cool. It just further goes to prove just how open-ended things are. It doesn't lock you away, which is always good.
There are dark magics at work here. Ready yourself.
What else is new?
It seems wrong somehow. Here. Not. It may be what we seek.
Actually, I think I have been here before. I think I have done this before. I think you get sucked into the book. I probably have done this mission, if I'm not mistaken. You get sucked in the book, and then you find your way out of the book, and then you're fighting all these friggin' octopus tentacle face things like mind flayers from Dungeons and Dragons. Before I do that, though, okay, so that's just going to lead me right back out again. A lot more want me to tell you, all of them. Dang, man. I wouldn't even know where to even begin. You fast click on the book, open, then take. You won't get sucked into. Oh, wow, that's a major glitch. There's read. But there's not take. Well, I did it and I tried to back out and it went ahead and sucked me in anyways. Oh well. I saved before I went in there anyways, so no big deal.
The time comes soon when what? Who are you to dare set foot here? Ah. You are Dragonborn. I can feel it. And yet, you have done little beyond killing dragons. You have no idea of the true power a Dragonborn can do.
Yeah, I think you can get out of it and just go back in again.
Beyond. You have no power here. And it is only a matter of time before Solstheim is also mine. I already control the minds of his people. Soon they will finish building my temple, and I can return home. Send him back where he came from. He can await my arrival with the rest of Africa. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Oh. Yeah.
what's strange is those are some of the weirdest creatures in the Skyrim. Its little series of DLCs and whatnot.
What happened to you? You read the book and then it seemed as though you were not really here. I could see you, but also see through you. Where? Where is he? Can we reach him? Can we kill him?
Telekinesis, arcane magic, get from a black book, and one random item. Is that supposed to be like a crafting kind of thing? One second, I've got to run to the little boy's room here for a second. I'll be back in a bit.
Dangerous thing, then. We should return to my village and show this to my father. Perhaps Thorn can make sense of what is going on. Come, there looks to be a way out.
Okie dokie. I was getting ready to get up and go, and then I suddenly realized everything still started moving, so I had to pause it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping I can still
We must tell Storm what we have seen.
I didn't finish talking to you. I hate that, man. Dang it. Well, at least there's a trophy there. That popped. I hate that when you can't go and finish talking to other characters. Even after they got a conversation with you, it just moves on its own. They just need to stand there. The almost looks like his glass armor. Woman, what are you doing?
You see that green light? That comes from the windstone, where my people work against their will. They must be freed soon. We must tell Thorn what we've seen.
Well, if you stop getting stuck on the geometry, then maybe that wouldn't happen. Or we could do that, I mean.
Thorn has used his magic to raise a barrier around it, protecting the few of us left. That the barrier is still there is a good sign.
I don't know why you have to keep stopping to tell me that. You just can't keep moving. It's like we had enough distance here to go through. What are you doing? You're just wrapping around everywhere.
Father, I have returned. There is yet hope.
Freya, what news do you bring? Is there a way to free our people?
No, but I have brought someone who has seen things. He has
Secret of
confirmed
Arcana,
that Mira
okay.
is indeed behind the suffering of our people.
Like Secret of Mana?
But how is that possible?
I need to finish that too.
I fear there is too much we do not yet know.
Please, tell Storm what has happened.
Do not disturb us, I beg you. We must focus on Storm's magic.
Do not break our concentration.
If anyone can help us now, it is you. She died when I was very young. She was caught in a terrible snowstorm while returning home from gathering firewood. You must understand that for the Skal, life is a constant hardship. We take nothing for granted. We cannot afford to. Between the wolves, the weather, and the threats in the south, even a simple task like getting away from the fire can turn deadly in an instant.
Sounds like y'all need to move somewhere else.
We are bound to this land, like a great pine with roots that run as deep as the tree is tall.
Oh, bull.
I know it must seem strange to you, but for us, the thought of leaving our village is equally strange. The land and the Skal are one. There is no other way to say it.
Well, I guess you just die then.
It was Scarf the Giant, our former chieftain, who taught me the ways of battle. He was a great bear of a man, and a fearsome warrior. I used to be terrified of him when I was a little girl. I was a restless and angry child, and Scarf taught me swordplay, so that I could, as he used to say, put that fire to good use. He was a great man and a good leader. I miss him dearly.
Place you get the Black Book is near Halbjom Barrow near Raven Rock. Oh, okay then.
Farewell, outsider.
So you have seen things, yes. My magic grows weak, and so does the barrier around our village. Time is short. Tell me what you know. Really? How?
Is that in this section, or was that actually in Skyrim itself? I can't remember if Raven Rock was in this DLC or not.
The legends speak of that place. Terrible battles fought at the temple. The dragons burning it to the ground in rage. They speak also of something worse than dragons buried within. Difficult to imagine, but if true, it means what I feared has come to pass. Mirak was never truly gone, and now has returned. If you could go to this place and see him, are you like Mirak? Are you Dragonborn?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that place where that dude is excavating the place.
Then perhaps you are connected with him. The old tales say that he too was Dragonborn. I am unsure. It may mean that you could save us, or it may mean that you could bring about destruction. But our time here is running out. The few of us left free of control cannot protect ourselves for much longer. You must go to Saring's Watch. Learn there the word that Mirak learned long ago, and use that knowledge on the Windstorm. You may be able to take the hold on our people there and free them from control. Much of what was known has been lost in the ages. He was Dragonborn, yet he served the dragons. A priest in their order, highly esteemed and very powerful. Then he turned against them, becoming something they feared. He was defeated long ago, but it seems he was never really destroyed. Some dark influence wields power over them, forces them to forget themselves and act against their nature. At first, it was only during the night, but now every moment is spent building some strange shrine around the Windstorm. I believe if the shrine can be destroyed, the Skaal will be free once more. Mirak is behind what is happening to our village, and so the knowledge he has gained as Dragonborn is at the heart of it. You are Dragonborn as well. You too can wield this power, perhaps to a better end. May darkness never touch you.
Yeah, let's hope that's the case. Wee doggies. Now that I think about it, I probably should have really tried to see if I could go inside of some of these places first that was up here in this village. Sadly enough, I don't know why in the world I didn't think of that. Oh, well. I guess they're all locked. Let's see. See if I can get inside of some of these areas. Because I've got my lockpicking up a little bit. I'm not really sure how much though.
You're not supposed to be in here.
I'll just go back to sleep, kid. It's okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's crazy how open-ended some of this stuff is. That's crazy, man. The more you hear about other people's experiences when it comes to dealing with the Elder Scrolls games, the more open-ended the stuff is, and the more that people want to be able to experience that. I mean, on top of mods, I guess it does make sense that just the base game itself and the updates or whatever this came out for it and stuff like that has really made a difference. I don't really know if I want to keep going into these houses, but I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if I might be able to find something at least. Oh, never mind. I feel like I'm listening to music from The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. My favorite movies ever. Well, I got other movies I really like too, but in terms of putting them in a list. Yeah, those take top spots. Gosh, man. Seems like that would take forever, but then again, I guess it kind of depends on how much dedication you put towards it, towards what you're doing. Just walking across the fire. No big deal. I don't usually read through any of the books or anything like that. I just pick them up to see if I'm going to get any type of XP out of them or learn anything out of them. I mean, yeah, you can go through and read them, but I'm just like, I'll just play the game. Let's get these away. I don't need them out. Just taking up space on the screen. Certain bucket has a handle over it. You can fly. Jump. Use button to pick up, but not put into inventory. Oh, wow. I do know that people were playing. I don't know if they had patched this out or anything like that, or if it was just in the game code on release, but I think it was on release. But they ended up going and have where you could easily steal from shop owners by picking up buckets and putting them over their heads so they don't see you steal anything. And you could steal the stuff and just walk right out, and then they'd be none the wiser. I'm not sure if that still works or not, but it was hilarious when I first heard about it. Yeah, it kind of sounds to me like what used to happen, or I think probably still what happens in Zelda Breath of the Wild, where you could use like some telekinesis ability or something like that to be able to basically fly through the air by utilizing the physics and different items to have Link stand on. And it's just like, holy crap, dude. People find some of the craziest stuff. Especially when they start to feel like they're going to break the game or manipulate the mechanics and stuff like that. Oh, okay. It's kind of funny, all these little things that you can find out a lot about just by playing on your own or looking up videos or FAQs. I don't think I've ever really been the person who would just try to go and find stuff and then have it always work to my advantage. I would always be the person who's trying to go in and check out other people's stuff that they've done, and then I utilize their knowledge to be able to make it happen. I don't think that's ever happened for me, oddly enough. I don't know why, but Sorry, I had to, had something in my, on my face that was kind of bothering me there for a minute. Yeah, so I went around and looked in all those, and that pretty much just kind of wasted time for me, I suppose. Oh well. Yeah, there was also this glitch that, I think it was a glitch, unless it was a mod. Well, I know they have mods for it, but I think before mods came out for it, there was actual glitches for it where people had gotten a whole army of followers. And I think they actually had to turn the sound all the way down because they all kept talking to him all at once, and they couldn't keep up with everything that was being said. But somehow he managed to get all these followers, and how he done that, the real basic, simple way to do it was to just take the quest that they would have for him, like if they had a side quest or whatever, and turn right around and don't do it, and just keep getting up all these other different quests. I'm pretty sure that was fun, because I think the most that I ever seen them having in terms of followers was I think I saw about 7 that he had, including him, which was 8. So it's like he had a little party going on there. Everything is all the same because I got all this stuff on. All I got is Nordic stuff on. Oh, okay. I think I may have heard of it, but I haven't actively gone out to find it. At least not at press time. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember this. Had to read it first. There's nothing in there, so yeah, I think I remember coming here from before, back on the PC. I think I had explored a good portion around here in this DLC back on PC. Oh, that was great. Oh, hello. And goodbye. Oop. Yeah, actually, I heard about him in a video that I saw on YouTube from this channel called Game Ranks, and they were talking about how he was like one of the hardest bosses in the entire game. But I guess that depends upon your build too, I imagine. And I'm pretty sure I'm not ready for him, with me just being level 35, I believe it was. If I'm not mistaken, I think I had summoned him back when I played it on PC. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, no, that was the thing. One of the things that they said they hated about it. They said, yeah, you can summon him, but you can only do it 3 times. You go and beat him, and that's supposed to be like one of your rewards. And I'm just like, dude, you should be able to summon him like all the time. I mean, yeah, I guess there needs to be like a cooldown limit to not seem like it's totally OP. But still. I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, I knew this was going to happen because this actually ended up happening before. Why are you crouching? Come here, you little jackass. Oh my lord, really? I should have really put some points into archery. I really should. I mean, I should really get a good bow and arrow, or yeah, bow, and go from there. I don't know why I never really bothered to do that. I think I started to, and then I just backed off from it. 6 grand souls? Okay. Well, that's good then. You definitely need to end up having some type of high reward for taking out a boss of that caliber. They're little scavengers. Spam firestorms, yeah, and I guess that brings into play of you having that destruction spell all up the wazoo, leveled all the way up. But it would make sense given the fact that it should be frost related. What's that friggin'... Oh, okay. Jeez, man. Huh. Eat all the things and discover all the stuff. I didn't really think to do that. I forgot all about that. Oops. Dang. Should have got another one of those. Was not really aware of that. I don't know why. Ah, yes, and it wraps me back out. Around again. Yep. Oops. Let's just keep running into the gate. Or the fence, or the whatever. The poles. Thought I heard some other Nernroot here. Let's see. Yeah, I do too. Especially when you're dealing with a horse.
And when the world shall listen.
And when the world remembers.
E.
Here in his shrine. That they have forgotten.
Bend. A little shout and use it on that. Oh, okay. I don't think that... although it's kind of funny sometimes the way it is with me in some of the way you get up mountains. If you jump like a madman, sometimes that'll help too. It'll help you get over certain little ledges and things, oddly enough. At least that's the way that it's been with me. I really wish that they had the acrobatics skill in this like they did in Oblivion. Because in that way you could level that up and... They did something for you. I forgot what it was. I think it gave you like infinite stamina or something if I'm not mistaken. I don't think so. Altar of Thrond. That'll make you 3,000 feet in the sky. Well, that sucks. What's the fun in that, then? Hey there, sweetheart. Boy, you're a tough one, ain't you? Throwing out all that stuff. Oh, so are you. All these crazy hag ravens and their little fire thingies. I broke your knee and then I broke your face. There's something for like vampire dust or something I was supposed to get for something in one of these quests. I guess not. I thought I was, but I guess not. Oh, jeez. I really wish that you could go and take different items and things that you have and put them in a chest that could transfer from character to character. There probably is a mod for that, I imagine, but just like in other games, it'll do stuff like that. So I'm like, well, why in the heck can't it happen in games like this? You know, you'll find something and then equip it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, none of the items are level gated either, I don't believe. I think I'm going to take it anyways. None of them are level gated, which means you could equip something that's extremely powerful at level 1. I really wish they did that. That would have been great. I wonder if I just keep shooting at a wall with a bow and arrow constantly and picking up the arrows and using them again, if my archery will go up on its own, or if I'd really have to kill enemies to do that. Oh, wow, that's pretty sweet. I think the only real cool horse that I ever got was Shadowmare. And Shadowmare, like, he could take a lot of hits and never die.
You're one of us, aren't you? A werewolf? Then perhaps you do have business here. Forgive me. I'm Raquel of the Frostmoon Pack. Welcome, brother.
Oh, well, this is something new. I don't think I had this happen to me previously.
Hello again.
How are you walking around out here almost naked?
Yes. Since I was born, my parents were members of the Pack, back when Majni's father was Alpha. After they died, Majni and Akar took care of me.
Yep,
To
Shadowmere.
hunt. I'm not as good as they are, but I do my best.
Sounds like somebody just farted or got really hungry. Honey, is that your stomach that's rumbling? Maybe that's a frost giant in the background somewhere.
Why? How they live? They cower behind their walls, afraid of every ash hopper, every netch. No, I'd rather be here, free to hunt, free to live my life as I choose. Percy, go with you.
What is it, pup? For now, my pack lived in the mountains northeast of here, till they were wiped out. Damn werebears. Majni offered to help me reclaim my territory. I met with him then. After that, we'll see.
I can't remember if you could get out of being a werewolf.
Welcome, brother.
And then be a vampire.
It's been too long since we met another who shares our blood.
I don't think you can.
Welcome, brother. It's been too long since we met another who shares our blood. I am Majni, Alpha of the Frostmoon Pack. You are welcome here, so long as you respect our law. I, the blood still runs true among some on Solstein, as it has for centuries. We have chosen to embrace Lord Hircine's blessing. You know it well. The speed and strength of the beast, the thrill of the hunt, the triumph of the kill. This is our purpose, our way of life. So it was for my father, and his father before him, and I welcome any who walk that path.
That's weird.
You might find a few others, strays, lone hunters, but ours is the last true pack that remains. Meat, furs, bone, trophies of the hunt, but those are of little use to you. There is one more thing. Since the days of the great hunt, our pack has kept a set of rings, blessed by Lord Hircine himself. I sense his favor on you. For you, I will part with them, if you can pay my price. Here, take a look.
Nope.
Hunt well, brother.
A car. Majni's brother. I hunt, he talks. Go talk to him. Deer, sabers, reeks, boar, bear. I hunt soon. Go bother Majni.
Well, he sounds rather upset.
Need something?
Oh, I just talked to
Until
him.
next time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I can take the gold, but I can't take anything else. Well, anyways, I really don't know how long I've been going for with streaming here, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now because I need to get a little something to eat. I haven't really eaten too much today, and I'll be heading to work in a few hours, and then I'll be back later tonight. I may get back on and probably stream again. Not necessarily sure, but we'll have to see how that goes. But anyways, I appreciate the lurkers. I appreciate Demon coming out and chatting and teaching me some stuff that I never knew about Skyrim, but I'll have to definitely have to put into practice. So anyways, appreciate people checking out the archive version and the live version. And yeah, I'll go ahead and I will end this like I always do. Later taters.